And welcome back. So, as we left off.
Oh God, that's right.
While many of you are running distractions in the Soot and Swill Tavern, our troop of an invisible Chetney, a Dorian Storm, an Orm of the Arashari, and an Ashton Remin are rushing into the back hidden chamber that is affixed next to the kitchen. As you dart in the dark-lit room, you are immediately faced with a figure, cloaked, standing up and pulling a heavy crossbow on you all, finger on the trigger, tension held in the air.
Please, don't shoot.
Whoa.
Definitely don't want to fight.
Why should I not? You see the other hand kind of reaches back for a blade.
Just want to talk. Looking for Artanavo.
Make a persuasion check.
Come on.
Big money.
Invisible. I can't see it. It looks real low, though. And my
You roll such a tiny die.
nondescript tablet is turned off.
Oh no.
It's real low, though.
Let's just cut.
Super low.
Take it back. Trash it.
Total of 4.
It's garbage.
Total of 4.
No.
What's with the rolls tonight?
Right? They're bad, right?
I
They're
don't know
bad.
what you're talking
Does a 19 hit you?
Just.
Oh no.
Just, wow, okay.
Take it. We
You
gotta
take
keep
8
talking.
points of piercing damage as you have your shield up and the bolt releases from the heavy crossbow. It hits the shield, arcs up, and just catches you on the side of the chin. And then sticks into the wall behind you.
Believe it or not, still don't want to fight. Still don't want to fight.
Step in front.
At this point, you watch the heavy crossbow fall, like to the side. The hand catches another bolt, spins it around, and in one movement, turning it around, pulls it back, has it at the ready, and has now geared it over towards you, Dorian.
Wait.
Wait.
We just want to talk. I got a bolt in my chin. I'm not swinging. We just want to talk.
Then talk. Quickly.
We're looking for Artanavo. That you?
Maybe. What do you want with her?
Chet? Still here?
Whatever you say, it had better be good.
I'm such a dick.
All right.
We need to find.
Does a 14 hit you?
It does not.
You watch as she fires, but slightly to the left, the bolt into the wall next to you. It was a warning shot.
I missed you.
Gurge.
Oh, for fuck's sake, we're looking for... fuck's sake, we're looking for a friend of a friend who went missing. We're just trying to help a buddy out. There's a lot of weird shit going on, and we just need a little bit of fucking help.
Gurge. We're trying to find Gurge.
Gurge.
His name.
Crossbow still pointed at Dorian. You're not gonna find Gurge here.
I know that. We need help.
What do you have to offer?
Fuck, I don't know that. Hold on. We haven't gotten that far. What do you need? What do you want? Why don't you fucking talk, you asshole?
We have money.
Thank
I'm kind
you.
of like closer to her and to the left, like I've just kept going.
With disadvantage because you are invisible. Ooh, that's gonna be another 14 to hit.
Misses. Oh, you got me. Oh. I'm sorry. I've had this affliction my whole life. Listen, I'm looking for Gurge. He's a friend. I'm just trying to find him so I can get some work. Please, we don't want to bother you very much. We can give you money. We don't want to bother you anymore. Just if you could point us in the direction of
Put it
where.
on the table.
How much?
What have you got?
That's kind of an open-ended question. How about 25 gold?
Points it back over towards you.
30 gold!
I have more gold as well.
Put it on the table.
All right.
You see 30 gold just appear on the table.
I swear to fuck, Chetney, if I find out you have more money than that,
How about you,
you're gonna be
boy?
dead in like 10 years. Just fucking put
I've got that. I could at least match it. I think. And may I?
Match it.
Okay. I'll walk slowly over and pull out 30 gold, set it next to Chetney's.
All right.
You also see a small wooden rocking horse appear on the table.
Thanks. Still, like, drawn, grabs the chair, drags it back towards the back of the chamber, so her back is towards the cot. Goes and slowly sits in the chair, but keeps the heavy crossbow aimed at you, kind of across her lap, and just keeps eyes darting amongst all of you. I was hired to find him, and I did it. He's not with me anymore.
Where'd you take him?
My client has privileged information. She glances back at the table. I can tell you I was told he was a threat the minute he entered the city. Apparently word got around. Wildman Gurge was returned to the civilized streets. My client paid me very well and emphasized to be brought back alive.
15 more gold appears on the table and does the poker chip tick, 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 to form a new tower.
I'm still trying to decide how much I like this motherfucker. I'm not.
Please.
I'll put another 100 down if you can tell us where we can luck onto them.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Come on.
Natural 20.
Plus.
Plus nothing.
Okay.
On the third die.
What? Oh.
Holy fuck.
Show me what you got.
So, shield and sword down, and slowly pull out a sack, and I count out 50 for me, and put in 103 gold on the table.
My client was Vali Dertrana. Vali's the business commissioner of the Mirror Towers in the Core Spire. Works out of the Moon Tower. I haven't done much for him before, but when a client is shifty about details, especially when they can get me killed, I hold no loyalty. So, there you have it.
Cool. Cool.
Vali Detrana, over at the Moon Tower.
We were obviously never here. Side question, if we ever needed your services, what would that run us?
Depends what services you're looking for.
How much would it cost to, bring in Gurge?
Gurge here? Well, knowing what I know now, 8 G's. It's not a typical mark, that one, and if you're looking for him, you best be careful.
Okay. Well, we'll table, the collaboration. Is that extra 100 worth any advice or tips?
I don't deal with people like him often. In fact, only once before. Just don't get bitten.
Okay. Gang, are we good?
Is there anything in the room on the tables away from where Artana is of any value or interest?
Roll a perception check.
Roll that
We've got 2 kleptos now. Oh, fuck.
17.
You see around Artana, both on the table, on the belt, and kind of on the edge of the cot, there are all manner of strange tools and knives and hooks. What looks like they could be torture implements, they could be hunting implements, they could be used for cleaning creatures, skinning creatures, or making someone yell in pain if they need to. You're uncertain as to the purpose. Not too dissimilar to a lot of your chiseling tools, just a little nastier looking. Beyond that, it's hard to tell in this low light. Most of the rest of the chamber appears to be storage for all manner of cookable goods.
I start slowly backing out of the room. It looks like you work with your hands. I respect it.
Dorian, you got something you want to say? Do you want to ask?
As long as you don't shoot me, is that fair? Have you heard of a large bounty, 20,000, on a security detail that went wrong? Something perhaps put out by the Treshy family.
Yeah? You do kind of match a certain description that came across my path.
And, does it seem to be a popular bounty in the bounty hunting community?
She leans forward and gives you a good hard look from tip of head to bottom feet. Real familiar description.
Oh. Hi. No.
We wouldn't be asking if that was the thing.
No.
That would be some crazy shit.
Stranger things have happened. Meal tickets walking into my lap.
We all have family, right? And we want to protect our family, don't we? I have 9 friends here who I consider family.
Make a persuasion check.
Here's that other 50.
8. Math is hard.
Oh, 50. Does that help? Does that help?
Well, the silent Bertrand Bell. As he looks over you.
He's in my pocket a greasy bone.
That's
mess.
true, yeah.
Yeah.
I roll a persuasion check.
All right.
50 gold, extra 50 gold.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh,
That's
no,
a
no.
12.
Oh, thank God. Yes. 15.
15.
That's why is it there?
Yeah, it'd be pretty brazen for a mark familiar with their own bounty to walk in here against me. But you say family. I take it you're related to this mark?
Oh, in a very broad sense, yes.
I bet you tell your friend, sorry, your family, to get out of town real quick, if he's still here. I'm not the only hunter on the loose, and, I don't know, it seems like this is the first lead I've got. She's reading your face intently. If he's still here.
It wouldn't pan out the way you think. And we appreciate your candor.
All right, then. Hope we don't meet again.
Pleasure would definitely not be mine. Out.
Some of your tools need sharpening.
Try the meal when you get a minute. Close the door.
Close the door behind you.
Anyway, I'm sorry. I gotta get back to work.
It's just that it's been such a pleasure to spend time with you. It really, truly has.
You too.
Thank you
Look.
very much. Yes.
I may be called pretty, but you are.
Pretty. You just have... Your heart is as big as you are.
It's very swollen.
I just can tell. Yeah.
He's just
Have we seen our friends come out of the kitchen yet?
not yet. The rest of you step out of the room, and at that point you hear the heavy footfalls approaching the kitchen of the cook.
Do something.
Pretty!
Yeah.
What are you doing later?
Oh no.
Working and then sleeping.
What time do you get off?
Looks back. Looks back over at his boss. He's like,
2 hours after sundown.
2 hours after sundown. Pretty. Do you want to go on a date?
With you?
Anybody at this table? I mean, whoever you want to go. I don't know.
We could all go.
It could
Just
be
make
an
it like
it can be
a
an
full, like a
triple-
group hang.
I just.
date
It's
type
a,
of
you
a
know,
thing.
the three of us are sitting at the table still, right? It's the three of us.
He's back and gives a big old thumbs up to his boss at the tavern front. Preo goes,
He likes the meal.
I mean, go get it, buddy. Gives you like a sure.
We'll meet you out front.
It's a date.
Have they come out yet?
They're now. I think you guys roll a stealth check if you want to be unseen as you exit.
How's that tray still up?
It's still, how long does it last? 10 minutes, right?
No, it passed by the trace.
Is it 10 minutes or an hour? One of the two.
No, which one is that?
It's been a
1
while.
hour.
1 hour. There you go.
Concentration. I didn't get shot.
That's true. You're good.
31.
Whoa.
32.
20. I roll real bad. Plus 10.
Fuck, natural 1.
Plus.
Plus 4, plus 10. 4. Oh, okay, 15.
Natural one.
Roll that
So
for
that's
one.
one.
Doesn't
I
matter,
loved
right?
watching you kind of caress
a
the
failure.
dice in the.
It is a group
gonna
check.
betray you.
Okay.
You rolled a 20, you said? Let me see. I'm gonna.
32 and a 31.
32 and 31. Those two successes, 2 failures. On a natural 1 is 2 failures, and then you're kind of on the cusp. We'll see.
But fresh cut grass is still doing his bottle trick.
Yeah, and you know what?
Time.
No disrespect to you, the charm's kind of worn off a little, and folks are going back about their business. At a certain point, it just doesn't grasp the same
I
attention.
moved side to side for a while, now diagonal.
Yep.
But that's all I got.
Second verse, same as the first.
As you all scoot out of the kitchen and back into the riffraff of the chamber, looking across to your friends, as stepping aside, a big hand just kind of palms the side of your shoulder and pushes you during out of the way.
Move aside, shift gotta finish.
And he just charges back into the kitchen with a renewed vigor. It does not seem like there is a lot of eyes noticing your return, luckily. But as you reconvene at the table, you see your friends finally return.
Let it go.
That was expensive.
You're bleeding.
Oh, you totally have an arrow in your chin.
Oh, wow. It wasn't sticking in
now
your
it's-
chin or.
The whole time, just centimeters from your jugular.
I forgot. I'm gonna wander over to Fresh Cut Grass and grab my bottle. All right, thank you.
I can stop that now.
Oh yeah, well done.
Good job.
We could go if we want to. We found out what we needed.
Who's saying that?
Got a lead. We should probably get out of here soon.
Okay, we just have to be back in 2 hours.
Why?
Why?
We have a date.
With?
All of them are going on a date with the cook.
Pretty is his name. He's very sweet.
He was so nice.
So nice.
That was very, very nice. Yeah.
Okay. Wasn't the outcome I was expecting.
What did you guys get?
Shot mostly.
A name, location, for good old Gurch.
You can't see me.
Did you just say that out loud?
Yes.
I take an elbow to wherever I heard that come from.
Asshole. Damn it.
Well, let's go. Yeah, let's get out of here.
Are you all right? You look very
Distracted.
pensive, distracted.
I thought we had the drop on them, and they ended up getting the drop on us.
Walked right into it.
I think all things considered, we did all right.
Okay, but we really need to be back here in 2 hours?
Yeah. We can't stand him up. He's too nice.
Absolutely.
Got a good soul.
He really
Look.
did.
People? He's just an outcast, and I mean, you all know what that's like, and that would be just so mean.
Gods love a cook.
It's 2 hours past sunset. Sunset's probably about 3 hours off, so.
3 hours away.
Oh, great.
Well, 5 hours, technically.
5 hours away.
2 hours past sunset, 3 till sunset, so.
Got it,
5
got it,
hours.
got it.
9 friends plus 3 sunsets equals math.
Yeah, 5 hours.
Got it.
One adventuring party leaves at 60 miles an hour. I'm nuts.
I
hated those.
I'd say go shopping, but all of the shops down here kind of fucking suck.
Yeah.
I mean, they're here, but they kind of suck.
Where was the lead? Where did
Oh yeah, where did she send you guys to?
Moon Tower and the Core Spire.
Core Spire?
All right. Which is how? Is there a connection to the Core Spire from the Smolder Spire?
Correct. Yeah. I mean, all the different spires connect to the core spire, and a handful of them have like premium contacts between them that cost more, but they all connect to the core spire, and that's generally kind of used as a junction point between all of them.
That's where the theater was, of course.
Yeah, the Core Spire's got all the shit.
Yeah.
Also, let's not forget, we have to go back to the theater to pick up our memberships.
Oh, that's right.
We had to make up the card. Had to sign for them.
Dance card is so full.
Weird fucking week.
It's true. Maybe we have time to catch a show between our date.
Maybe you could take them there on the date.
Oh, that would
That's
be
a brilliant idea.
That would be really
Yes.
sweet. Yeah.
5 birds, 2 stones. I don't know.
So
Are
what's
you
the
still
plan?
in
We're heading to the Core Spire.
All right. Everyone mark off a silver piece for the return trip.
Probably not much longer. Probably not now.
Did
No,
you just
you've-
say that? Oh.
It's
I'm
worn
paying
off by
for
now.
Okay, never mind.
MCG.
I was just gonna take another hit. That's okay.
You got so much. You've got so much money. That was almost half of what I have. You're very generous.
Was that almost half of what you had?
Yeah.
Insight check. 13.
Yeah.
Nice. Just making sure. You're weird.
All right.
As we're leaving, sort of getting called out on being distracted, and they're chit-chatting about their date, all Dorian can think about is that woman in a fucking dark corner realizing he just gave information about himself and his brother, and every instinct in him wants to go back there and just fuck her up, but he doesn't. He stays with his friends for now.
Okay. Just focusing and staring forward as you all continue your return gondola trip to the core spire, shaking slightly along the.
Oh no!
We should probably relay some of the stuff that was said. I mean, Artana said some messed up shit.
You did?
No, the bounty hunter.
What
You want to relay it all?
Oh, shit.
Well, I'll relay it all, but there was, I mean, she said as long as you don't get bit.
What do you mean, bit?
Bit by what?
By the beast.
Yeah, Gurge.
Gurge.
What is?
Is he like he's got, some sort of infectious?
Direwolves.
He said, someone said wild. He's a wild person? Wild man?
Yeah, he either was turned into a beast or becomes a beast or.
Maybe he becomes. Did you ever see him turn into anything?
No.
By the light of a full moon?
No.
Would we
Smelled
know about
terrible, though.
like werewolves and stuff like that?
You only have the information you've been given.
I know, but would there be like lore of like werewolves or
Oh,
something?
there's definitely, folk tales about it. You've never encountered one, but people speak of, distant stories. Occasionally in Marquette, there are tales of people that transform into beasts at the light of a full moon. Some that go wild and just end up murdering folks. Some that end up being hunted down as destroyers of villages. But they all seem kind of old and you assume used to scare the children.
You could have been a gnome werewolf, Travis. You blew it.
Shit. Reset. Back to one.
Wait, you said he smelled. What does he smell like? Just
Like urine.
I don't know if I know what that is.
A little fecal matter.
Oh.
Pee and poo.
Yeah, and just B.O. Like, I think he was one of those au naturel people. Doesn't like to offset the natural musk.
Sure.
But I just figured that's from the wilderness stuff now that I'm putting it together like a jigsaw puzzle, one piece at a time. And the picture becomes clearer. Dinky.
And this bounty hunter said that Gurge was delivered to the moon tower. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the full name was Vali. What was that last name?
Dertrana.
And that's who.
Can't read my.
That's who ordered the hit or the capture.
Correct.
Delivered alive.
They're the business commissioner of the Mirror Towers.
Business commissioner.
Head of business.
Moon Tower?
Mirror.
Within the moon tower of the Mirror Towers. There are,
Is it Mirror Towers or Mirror?
It's the Mirror
Towers.
Now, that's a space that you know of and you may have heard of, but none of you have really been to. It's further towards the top of the core spire, which you get closer to like the quorum grounds. And while a number of, let's say close to a majority of the Mahan houses live on the Lucent Spire, a number of them do reside and do their business, as well as a number of the guilds, up towards the top of the core spire, overlooking the rest of Drusar and the surrounding jungle.
Is the core spire the tallest?
It is the second tallest. The Airy Spire, which is where the conservatory and the skyport is the tallest, but it's also a lot thinner, and most of its construction is towards the top of it as opposed to the core spire, which is almost throughout the entire spire itself.
So who knows anything about the moon tower?
Ashton?
I've never fucking been there. I don't know.
The Airy Spire? We're going there now?
No, we're going to the core spire.
Oh, okay.
To the mirror tower of the core spire.
Of the moon towers.
No, the moon tower, of the mirror towers. Of the core spire.
Gosh.
You've been here
What a
longest, but you
bunch
haven't
of
gone there
rituals.
because why? Is it fancy or something?
Would we know anything about if it's fancy?
You would know that a number of guilds actually carry the core of their business within what you've heard are the Mirror Towers. You've never been there. You're not quite sure what a moon tower is. You've generally not wandered that far up because you haven't had a reason to. But you know that apparently it's a place of guild business, and that's about it. If you want to roll a history check for any additional info, just in case.
I wonder if we're going to get kicked out. They're really particular about people they let
No.
wander into these places.
That was just in case I'm wrong.
We gotta
4.
sneak in and get Gurge for
Maybe sneak in.
Chetney, right?
And they said
Or else we don't get toys.
they took him alive, which is
When you put it
interesting.
like that.
Because, I mean, business commissioner makes sense. She wants to take him out if she's afraid that he's gonna
Cause any panic or scare and detract from local business.
It's an
She
expensive
wanted him
person to hire
alive.
to take them out.
But she wanted him alive, right? Why not just take him out?
I mean, Chetney, is this guy like a real bad guy? Is he like a criminal? Has he killed people? Are we trying to let a killer free?
Yeah, we're talking about now going to bust out a werewolf man from an ivory tower so that he can recommend you for an apprentice carpenter job.
I mean,
is that what's
Chetney,
happening?
This is a bit absurd at this point.
Yeah, I mean, you could just slum it with us. And I say that as someone who just dumped 100 gold for you.
Yeah.
But still,
I could pay you back half of that.
I just want my wooden toy.
I guess we're just curious if there's another route to the same outcome.
Or another layer that perhaps you haven't revealed to us yet about why the importance of this gentleman.
I don't know enough about him. I didn't know he killed anybody, and I didn't know he was a beast or a wolf or bear, lion, whatever the hell he is. I don't know. Maybe we can find out a little bit more, but you're kind of right. It's all a little frustrating.
Was he a friend to you?
Yes, why are you so dedicated to this cause?
Well, when I left Uthadurn, I left all the years of work that I had done behind and a bit of a career, all just kind of up in smoke. And I thought that might be the end of my craftsman days, and I suppose it could be again, but it makes me real happy. And he seemed to understand that I had skills that are kind of rare, and the people that pointed me in his direction said that he was the key to, higher clientele. I kind of took it on faith. I'm sorry I don't have more answers. That's really all I have, but it sounded pretty good at the time.
No, it's nice to be believed in. Sometimes it's very special when it comes around.
Can I roll an inside check?
Sure.
Shifty carpenter, man.
13.
Can I roll a deception check?
You may if you'd like.
Wait, what is it?
Just fucking with you.
This Travis is just fucking.
21. It's all lies, Imogen. I want to wear your skin for a hat. You can just ask me. I said it in my head.
She has nice skin, honestly.
I said that in my head.
Oh, the skin part?
Yep.
Thought it was.
Did you just blurt out she has nice skin out of nowhere? Because I'm
What the fuck? Lock up! Shit!
She has nice skin.
It's just
Okay. In your head, you hear,
in the ether.
Glow.
there's got to be more to this, Chetney.
Out loud, you hear, I'm sure there is. I don't know any more than that. That's literally all I have. Truly. We can just leave it. I don't want anybody getting hurt, and I don't want you being out more money.
Well, in this beast's defense, we have heard that the people down below think highly of him. Which doesn't jive with him being, crazed murderer. Tell you what, the ladies have a date in like 3 or 4 hours. Why don't we just visit, look around? What's the worst that could happen? We don't need to go invading a tower tonight.
That would be most generous of you. I would take you up on that. I mean, if that's okay with the ladies. What?
Nothing at all.
Are you gonna go on a little boy date while we have our date?
You don't want to come with? I mean,
Oh wait, what?
What?
I was
it's like 4
distracted.
hours away, your date, right?
Yeah.
I was just saying maybe we all go have a look around.
Yeah.
Oh,
Walk to
all
the
right.
top of the spire.
Yeah,
Not
let's go.
invade a tower tonight, but
don't
just
think
get
I've
lay of
ever
the
been up
land.
What is the moon tower? Isn't it weird that they have...
Is there a sun
Gurge in
tower
there?
and a moon tower?
Maybe that's the mirror.
Maybe the moon makes us come alive?
That's a good point.
Let's go find out.
Yeah, let's go find out.
So, you have spent most of your time within the core spire, kind of in the central, kind of mid-range of its spiraling main streets. Following where you know it's supposed to be, you begin to head further and further up. And as you do, you cross by beautiful gardens, these kind of tree-covered, constructed elements of the most beautiful aspects of the surrounding jungle, cultivated to be a welcoming presence here in the middle of the industrial city. Continuing further upward, you pass a massive waterfall that cascades from the top of the spire, which is odd given the fact that there is nothing feeding a waterfall from that far up in a spire this thin. But it cascades down the side of the spire and spreads into a series of rivers that scatter across and then spill off the side of the spire down, turning into kind of mist waterfalls below. And you begin to realize that there are certain portions of the core spire street below where there's perpetual mist flow, and you now know its source is from this upper portion. There are bridges that lead over each of these small rivers. Continuing onward and kind of keeping an eye bound, you do eventually find, rising against the stone spire wall to your left, a heavy gate that surrounds a guarded courtyard that holds up 4 beautiful polished towers of marble and limestone that climb to a droplet-like peak, each of them at different heights. Heavy vine cover climbs up the sides of each tower, kind of the peripheral edges carefully manicured to frame the warmly lit arched windows that adorn these towers in different ways. You can see the base of each tower expands into almost a small compound with its own interior set of chambers. And you can see sets of stone archways that dot the courtyard, where different pillars and statues mark waypoints and paths between them, set with nearby benches. This is a beautiful space, cultivated, gated, and you can see there's probably 4 wardens that are just keeping perimeter or standing watch at the front gates that lead into the interior of this space that, glancing about, you get the sense this is likely the Mirror Towers, as the bit of now starting to press into sunset lighting is gleaming off of their polished exteriors strongly and catching the surrounding neighborhood in bright flickering lights that occasionally shift in shimmer, almost like you're underwater.
Do any of them obviously look like it would be the Moon Tower?
Not from this distance.
And you said they're laid out in like a geometric kind of...
There's 2 of them that are the closest, and then there are 2 more behind and further apart that are not quite up against the spire itself, a little bit further away from it to allow green courtyard to surround it. And there are trees and bits of jungle brush that have been carefully manicured as well, similar to the gardens you've passed by. And you can see the kind of stone pathways between and through these arches that creates this interior space. And there's probably about a dozen or so people you can see, some that are sitting and talking in elements of this courtyard, others that are walking from one tower to another. You see one set that exits from the front gate and give a nod to the guard as they head further up the spire into buildings above.
Are there some mergs around or anything patrolling?
There are, glancing around, actually make a perception check for me.
Ooh. 9.
9. At a glance, you see maybe 2 or 3 that are in the sky, not like directly scanning overhead, but 3 that are at a quick glance around within, 300-400 feet of your location, just kind of glancing over the city.
Excuse me, ma'am. We're visiting, and everyone is set to come get a look at these towers. I'm sorry to intrude. What can you tell me about them? They're beautiful.
This older woman with what looks to be a kind of a soft monocle that sits over the bridge of the nose with a chain that links to her earring. You can see her hair is like heavily curled and then held underneath with a pin to where it gives this almost like braid bob look to it. She has a kind of a high V collar coat that goes over the rest of her outfit. She looks very well dressed and aloft with some jewelry. Her dark tan skin and this kind of creased smile peeks up.
Of course. These are indeed the Mirror Towers. This is where a number of the guilds do their business, and where the Quorum occasionally holds meetings outside of the main halls at the peak of the spire. Where are you from?
We're old friends, but we're from all over. Some of us live here, but some are coming from overseas even.
Well, welcome to Drusar. Those of you who are from afar from here, and I hope you enjoy your stay in our beautiful city.
Oh, thank you. Do they do the same thing in all 4 of these?
Oh, different business. It shifts from time to time. It is often a place where diplomats and visitors on official business will come and stay and have their meets.
Oh, so they each have their own purpose?
Yes, but even that varies based on what is available and what is needed at the time.
What's this one called?
Make a persuasion check.
Oh no, it's 3.
How long can the country rube?
Yeah. I'm terribly sorry, but we are on our way for an evening's rest. But good luck. I hope you enjoy your stay. All of you.
I love your glasses, your monocle.
Thank you.
Where did you get it?
It was a gift many years ago.
Oh, I love it. Can I have it?
No.
Okay.
And she turns to leave.
Okay.
Swing and a miss.
Good try, though. Good try.
Should we?
Wasn't bad.
Should we ask how to get in through the gate, or do you if you need a pass or
Need to
something?
make an appointment. Are there guards? There's guards.
There are 2 guards posted at the entry gate, and you can see there are two separate wardens that are kind of slowly working their way across the perimeter. And it is kind of like an oval courtyard path of the gates, meaning it doesn't completely connect in the back. It kind of meets the back portion of the spire. You can see built into the rock behind it, there are a few open windows, almost like there is an interior structure of some kind. And as you get up to this part, you can start seeing more windows and platforms and balconies built into the spire that overlook different elements of the city that aren't necessarily part of this courtyard and the towers themselves. So you don't have any close view of them necessarily.
There probably aren't any like symbols or identifying iconography on the outside of the towers or anything.
Make a perception check.
Ooh, 14.
14? From this distance, you can make out the front tower to the left. Along its base, you can see there is kind of an arched doorway that leads into the bottom of the tower, and about 10 feet above it, in a darkly colored, similar kind of limestone material, right there you would see... Sorry, I'm double checking here the different types there are. Okay. You see what looks to be a circle with a series of diamond shapes that emerge from it in a continued pattern around its perimeter.
Sun?
Feels like it. Or that's the Snowflake Tower.
Also not wrong.
Snowflake Tower, Sun Tower, Moon Tower.
Rain Tower.
Rain Tower.
Yeah.
That's the one that's to the front left?
The front left, yes.
Okay, well, let's just keep strolling.
Can I just go up to one of the guards?
You sure can.
I mean,
maybe they do guided tours.
You going on another date?
Before you walk up, can I just cast guidance on you?
Sure.
Okay. You got this.
Okay.
As you approach, you see the two wardens that are at the front. There is one that appears to be a younger human, muscular, handsome, with a bit of curled dark hair that comes from underneath the helmet that he's wearing. The other looks to be a bronze-scaled dragonborn, probably a little older, with what looks to be like you can't quite tell if it's like a facial hair or an actual kind of facial trait, but part of the chin comes to a long point that seems to almost curl inward at the edge. But they're both armored and just kind of holding their position, and as you approach, they just kind of glance over, not aggressively, but definitely in a curious wariness.
Hi. All right, so I was sent here. I'm from Jelvon. Have you heard of the city?
The two look at each other, and the dragonborn pipes up.
Yes, we are aware of the location.
Wonderful. So Master Faramore has asked if I would come and talk to someone about opening a business here. And he said that the person to talk to was the business commissioner, but I think he said her name was, oh gosh, what was it? Volley Dertrana, I think it was. About getting a license or something. I think he was looking for a way to...
Make a deception check.
Come on.
Let's go. I think you have a D4 on that.
You do add a D4, yes.
Lemon drop. Oh, do I get advantage?
Nope.
Okay, cool. That's a natural 1, so I don't think
Yeah, it
is gonna do anything.
doesn't matter on that.
Unfortunately, lest you have previously set a meeting with the commissioner, you may be out of luck.
Oh.
Perhaps I would submit something in writing.
That makes sense. You know, of course. I think he sent a letter ahead of time, but it probably hasn't arrived yet. So,
What is your name? I could pass it along inside.
Imogen of the Faramore residence. Also,
Writes it down.
did he send it to the correct tower? Now, he thought it was the Moon Tower, but I see there are 4, and now I'm wondering if maybe we sent it to the wrong one. I don't...
This is like writing down the notes, kind of haphazardly goes like,
it was the commissioner, it's likely the Moon Tower.
Moon Tower, yeah. And which one was that? Oh gosh, they all look the
Back.
same.
I mean, it's to point towards the what from your perspective would be the back right portion before the other guard kind of like takes a spear and like hits their foot.
Somewhere on the premises.
Right, sorry. All right, well, keep an eye out. Oh, is there a mailbox or someone that it should be delivered? Oh gosh,
I will
just
pass this within. Try back again tomorrow morning.
Thank you so much.
Of
You've been so
course.
helpful. What was your name?
It does not matter. Have a good day.
Thank you.
How'd you do?
I don't know where the moon tower is.
That was fucking great.
Okay, well, we know which one the moon tower is.
Yeah, but I don't know how we're gonna get in there.
Maybe this is something we can get Estaros's help with, like some sort of a written pass.
That's true. That's true.
Introduction.
He's got so many ends. I feel like. Yeah.
Anything he writes on paper is gold.
Is it just the one entrance?
Pick and choose.
Looking about, there is the main gate in the front, and the rest of it is a large kind of wall that surrounds the courtyard that is about 7.5 feet tall, and you can see has metallic pikes along the way about every half foot or so. That's primarily what you can see.
You said the back towers are close or up against the spire itself?
They're not up against it, but they're maybe like 20, 30 feet from the spire wall to allow more of the courtyard to still kind of fill the space behind them with green and bush.
And that spire behind those two towers, like how high does that go?
The spire is the central like rock core of the entire city spire, and that climbs up for I'd say 500-600 feet more.
I could toss you over the wall.
I know you can.
I could
Just
go
putting
invisible
that-
with Ashton again, and we could just.
I'm not doing that with you again.
What do you mean? We're synced up.
No, I don't really think we are.
Oh.
No.
I could go invisible with Orm again. I'm just kidding.
By the way, you owe me drinks for like the next 2 months.
Yeah.
For the rest of your life, whatever comes first.
It's a long life.
Things always tend to go sideways when we sneak in somewhere we're not supposed to be.
No, I feel
about
like
to
we
say
gotta
that.
find a way to just get in.
I know. I feel like we resort to the B&E route quite a bit, and maybe we should mix it up.
Twice today.
The letter's a good idea. I mean, you guys have a hookup, right?
Yeah, we should talk to him.
Yeah.
Sure. He could get us something official.
Maybe there's like a pass, like a fast pass, like the trolleys should have.
Yeah, they really do need a pass here.
need a pass.
Of some sort.
Maybe one. I don't know if they use those anymore, though. They might be gone.
What? What is this? You need some sort of membership?
This is the Haunted One background built all around FastPass.
Well, are we deciding we're not getting in tonight? We're not gonna try to.
I think we're just
Y'all
coming
aren't
to take a
trying
look
gonna
at
try
it.
to do your fancy stuff to get.
I mean, I could just see if I could walk in.
or be a bird
I mean,
or
a
something.
little. All
A
they
bird?
could do is just say no. Oh, I guess I could.
What?
Do you have flight unlocked currently in your?
No, I can't fly yet.
It could be a bird that
Oh, that's
doesn't
a
fly.
thing? You've
It
got
could be like a
I can't
penguin.
fly yet.
At a certain level, she will be able to fly, but not quite
Yeah,
there.
no flying speed yet.
So it looks like this
Mouse
whole
does it
area
all the
is
time.
fortified from the front
Wall
facing
though.
side, back, and then built into this.
Correct. It's a large oval wall that holds in the courtyard, and the towers are within this central courtyard.
Yeah,
So if you're doing sneaky, you got the gates, you got the wall, you got mountain climbing.
it's a lot of sneaking.
There are a number of hedges and like large bushes and archways all throughout the courtyard. It's not an open field. There are.
Everyone, get ahead.
We
Yeah.
pretend to be.
I mean, work for Snake.
Wait, so
He never did a hedge, but he should have.
are there people like constantly coming in and out of these gates?
Not too often. In fact, since you've arrived, you saw the two that were leaving as you approached, and you've probably been like looking around and kind of walking in the space in a very nonchalant, not attention-drawing way for about 10-15 minutes, and you haven't seen anybody else exiting.
I would feel like if it's a place of business, then like people would be coming in and out all the time.
Might be the hour.
I'm gonna ask just how intricate are the warden's outfits?
They're no more or less intricate than the other wardens you've seen around the city.
Are they the same? Everyone's uniform is the same.
For the wardens are generally the same. You see small details, like other, beyond them personalizing themselves, or occasionally seeing some with like shoulder pauldrons and other symbols of higher station and having some authority amongst over other wardens, but continuously you see a through line in the general attire they wear. Yes.
You having the thought?
Well, yeah. I'm just trying to think. Some of y'all could blend in as a warden and walk some of the other ones in, maybe. If we have a fabric place that we've been to.
That is true.
Costumes.
None of us blend very well. That's the one thing that I keep noticing. This is not a. I can't think when you're doing that. It's okay. It's okay.
Doing what?
Nothing.
Just making eye contact. Trying to be polite.
Literally
Keep at it.
A dead lady standing next to a robot. Here.
I don't know what the fuck you mean.
If you put a Spock on us, we could be cops, right?
We're totally not cops.
I'm a warden.
I've got sunglasses.
Okay. Let's try to get a letter.
Yeah.
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 That
And
could
if that
happen.
fails, we could,
Break and enter.
Yeah.
Been going real well.
or decide if that's what we want to do. Being very generous again. This looks pretty. It looks a little more heavy duty than the kitchen and the tavern.
Yeah.
It feels like an official way in would be better.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm honestly pretty invested, though. I kind of want to meet this coach.
You infested?
Yes, but invested.
Oh. Whew.
But even if we got inside, how do we know where to look?
Well, yeah. I think we need to be kind of shown to
Yeah,
to
we don't
Volley.
want to raid a whole tower.
If Artana got in by bringing in a bounty, and this family is looking for bounties, who's to say we can't find our own?
Oh, shit.
Well, you like that?
Well, you kind of look like a bounty.
No, that's not what I meant. No.
I thought that's what you were
Excuse me,
suggesting.
no.
This is a stroke of
That's such a good idea.
I thought we could actually find a legitimate bounty, and then
How can you look closer to your brother?
Just put a hood on him.
I don't even believe this is the. Is this the same family that is looking for?
No, it's not.
No.
But maybe they would be interested in finding one that another family is after.
Well, and also if all the guilds do business here,
Yeah,
that
then
means
the
that the
Treshy
Treshies
family
are
might be
a part of here.
I'm just not certain. I want to bring more.
Pretend like you're your brother.
Yeah, put these manacles on.
Why do you have manacles?
What? You gotta hold wood still sometimes. You make do with what you got. You don't have manacles?
Well, actually, to be fair, I've seen a lot of wood try and escape lately, so I can't actually.
I don't know about.
I don't like it. Take it off.
Yeah,
I
just
don't
feel like
think
what-
that I can.
Try. They come right out.
Oh!
The locking mechanism.
Oh, these toy handcuffs?
Yeah, you gotta lock them closed, otherwise they just shut.
Thank you.
What the fuck? You think I'm crazy?
I could. Sure.
I think that would be a better idea after we got your brother out of town.
I don't want to bring any extra attention to him.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jenny.
Should we try and get him out of town?
I think we should try and get him the fuck out of town.
He's.
This would be a good idea if your brother was out of town.
All right.
But we got to do something about that. It's family. You got to take care of fucking family.
Well,
you
where
are
else were you
billboard
going
for
with
this
that
shit.
idea, though? Where else were you going with that idea?
Oh, I just thought we could find our own legitimate bounty. Maybe something a little lower budget. 9 of us. It shouldn't be hard to go track someone down and take them out and bring them here. And that not only would give us access to the moon tower, it would also probably walk us into wherever they keep their bounties, which,
Well, I don't-
after all, is what we're looking for.
I don't think everybody is the same bounty order
Yeah,
though.
it's
This
not like a
particular one
headquarters.
came from Volley, but
Could we
Do they
find one
post-
that came? Do we know who the bounties come from?
Do they post on walls
All
and
different
shit?
people.
Like,
Yeah.
wanted posters?
Occasionally.
Would it say who's?
You would know this more than anyone. Like, it's rare that a bounty goes on like a public board somewhere because they don't want a bunch of fuckheads who see the coin number to go and hunt someone down. So it's usually gone through whisper networks and recommendations.
This is not the sort of information we would be privy to, and anyone who would have it to give it to us wouldn't want to, because it's their money, not ours.
Well, what about, speaking of boards though, what about this?
Paper. What is this?
It's talking about the Paragon's call.
Yeah, it says, demand skilled hands to protect us, demand quorum approval. Didn't they say that the quorum did meetings here?
They did.
Maybe we want to be a part of Paragon's call.
I don't even know if Paragon's call exists right now.
I think Paragon's call is against the quorum.
Yeah, I think that, right?
Well,
Now, demand quorum approval and authority for the Paragon's call. These were the angry rich people that were like, oh, we want
a
have
special force of
against the crime in the
swords for
city.
hire.
Thank you. Can you read? Yeah, I can read. Okay. Back at it.
What if we take that letter up to the guards?
Yo, yeah, no, I hate that. I think that's a really fucking bad idea.
Maybe
It's a
we
really
wait
bad
until
idea.
there's new
It's more
guards.
of like
since
a
I already
political
went.
flyer than a letter.
I honestly really liked Imogen's idea. I think it's solid.
Which is get a letter?
Yeah. See Strauss?
I believe that was my idea. I just
Was
feel
it?
like I have to put that out there. Yes,
Yeah.
if I just,
Respect.
thank you.
I think we should get the letter. I think we should get the letter.
Okay. We'll go get the letter then.
Good idea, Laudna.
Thank you.
Cheek skin when it happened, but yeah.
All right, so you were heading back to Eshtaros.
I guess
Yeah,
so.
I saved my praise for the living.
It's expensive to move between these spires.
Same spire, thankfully.
Oh, it's the same spire. I just hook up a rope and rappel down this bitch.
That is an option.
Oh, really?
Yeah, roll some acrobatics, man.
How far is one level beneath the one that we're currently on?
A few hundred feet.
Few hundred feet. I'm good. I'm cool.
All right. So, heading down to the familiar space, more in the central part of the core spire, you return to the Eshtaros Manor. Evelyn leads you back to the same study, where you can see a few more books have been pulled out, and there is a tray with what looks like tea that may have been resting for a while. A few of the books to the side, and sitting in the same chair by the fire, you see Lord Eric Eshtaros, finishing chewing on a cookie before turning and standing up.
You return.
Already. You sick of us yet?
Not possible.
He's so wonderful. He's wonderful.
Are those cookies you baked? Your latest and greatest?
I'm trying a new recipe. Do you want to try some?
And he lifts up the tray and holds it out.
Who would I be to say no? What are they?
Maple. But different.
You daring boy.
As you take a bite, he goes, I added ginger.
Spicy yet sweet.
Oh my god.
And
It's so soft. And is that turmeric? Fantastic.
Inflammatory as well.
Wow. Good for the throat.
you have made me quite happy this night. Thank you for your insight.
Just returning the pleasure.
Did you hear that, Evelyn? She likes it.
Ginger snaps cannon.
Anyway, I do not think you are here to destroy my baked goods. Unless you were, but
No, so we were trying to get into the moon tower of the mirror towers. And they wouldn't let us in. Not surprising.
not at all.
So I said that I knew a guy that was trying to open up a business. That didn't work too well, but we thought maybe if we had a letter that showed that we had actual business there, then we could potentially get in. Potentially.
Do you have a specific cover you would request for this?
Well, in the town that I am from, actually, the man I worked for owns a lot of shops.
The name of this individual?
Master Fairmore?
Master Fairmore.
And he walks aside, and you can see he takes up what looks like a stack of paper that are within a drawer of a nearby desk, pulls 2 of them out, gets a ink and quill, and begins to write down.
Yeah, I don't believe he has a shop in Jussar already, but he has them all over Marquette.
Understood.
Reaches over the top of the desk and takes what looks like a small stick of red coloration, holds it over one of the candles, lets it drip upon the sheet, reaches in a pocket and pulls out something on a long chain, presses it into it, rolls it up, and hands it to you.
Whoa.
This should be enough to get you where you need.
Thank you. Thank you. Wow. You make it look so easy.
Don't be ungrateful.
Oh, I mean, that seems like 2 rewards, really. This is delicious.
Then the trade was fair.
That is really good.
Not you.
That's
you don't
fair.
get one.
Not
I'm kidding, of course you can.
Not this is necessarily your problem, but we're trying to get somebody out of town extremely quiet. I'm getting them out quietly. Not the person is actually a little irritatingly. They talk a lot, but we need to get someone out of town alive.
What have you done in the past few hours since we last spoke?
It took a lot to figure out where this guy was being held. We had to deal with some very, very shady people.
Right.
And it would be easier to move around the city if we had fewer things to worry about. Family in peril can make people do foolish things.
And what is it you ask of me then?
Either if you're capable of getting somebody quietly out of town, or if you might know somebody who could. And
I could likely do so, if this individual would be willing to come to me. As I think me or any of my associates reaching out would be met with mistrust, understandably. And you would owe me a favor.
I don't think it would be my favor, but I would recommend that when it comes to family, it's worth paying some fucking debts.
I'll take the favor. You've paid my debts, and I don't owe him anything yet. Seems only fair.
Is
I'm
this
trying.
acceptable?
Thank you, Chetty.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, that's all if your brother even wants to go.
Better fucking go.
Seems as if a city. This individual is my brother, and I have to know these bounties that we discussed earlier.
Mm-hmm.
What's their reach? Jussar? Marquette? How far do these things travel?
Well, if the amount is right and it's been around long enough, it could reach every shore on Marquette. But it depends bounty to bounty.
Well, out of town is good.
If you think he's smart enough to fucking keep low, keep his head down, and it's still gonna be your problem. Some moron's gonna think that you're him.
Erase the bounty is better.
It is better.
More expensive, but not better.
How much is this bounty?
A lot. 20,000 gold.
As you can tell, we are in several situations above our station.
Even if I were to escort your brother out of this city, he would not do anything about the bounty. Do you wish this bounty paid off?
We'll have to hide him from now, for now.
Do you have 20,000 gold extra just lying around?
Lying around, no, but
Can I just say, getting him off the X is pretty good if 20K feels a little steep. Moving is the next best thing. It worked really well for me, I'm just telling you.
Maybe we can get him on an airship.
Is there a such thing as canceling a bounty?
there is if the reason for the bounty has been made in equal share. What has your brother done?
Vague. He was part of a protection party. Things went awry and he was the fall man. Something was stolen, we don't know what. Obviously important. The burdens fell on him.
Oh yeah, they mentioned a golem.
An automaton would be quite an expensive thing to be taken. I imagine if such a thing were returned to those who set the bounty, that would cancel the debt with enough influence and goodwill.
So it was stolen from the Treshies?
Was there any markings on it? I can't remember. Was there something that, I don't know. Do we have any leads on that?
There was initials on the trunk.
There were?
Initials on the trunk.
What were
Ashton.
JH, I think.
JH.
Remember, is that right?
Does that ring anything?
Jerry.
I remember the individual was J.H.
Ashton. Does that ring any bells? JH.
I may have a thing. I'll try and dig it up. Wouldn't make sense.
Jimmy Hoffa.
Maybe it's
Jimmy Hoffa. We found him.
Boy, we are scraping the NPC names at this point.
But we have a letter, so we have one actionable item
Yeah. All right.
and then a lot to think about with your brother.
Is it time for a date?
Oh,
What time of day is it?
Right now it's about close to sunset in the next 30, 40 minutes. So you probably have about a little over 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
We still got time. Should we freshen up? I think I'm covered in blood still. I'm not sure.
I mean, yeah, we haven't bathed since
Weeks.
it's been a
We're
while.
fine.
It's been a while.
What do you ladies like to do on dates? Like, what's your ideal date?
What everybody does, I think.
Which is what? I don't really know.
Dancing and eating and so many things.
Dancing and eating. How about you, Imogen?
Oh,
Have you been on a date before?
Oh, shit.
Oh, no?
no.
Oh.
Oh, are you bashful about that?
No, about bashful about not being on a date?
Or just, going on a date?
No, it's just, it's hard to find someone who, if you're on a date, it's just that one person and you're reading their mind and you know all the things that you're doing wrong. And
You can
it gets
hear.
really uncomfortable, Plus, people think you're weird and then they don't.
That's why I've never been on a date.
Because people think you're weird?
What about before you died?
Oh, when I was a young girl, of course, I was still kind of like the freak of the town. but there was a crush on a young boy that I went to school with, and yeah, I feel like he kind of like threw dirt in my face at one point.
What was the boy's name?
Andy.
Not Whitestone Andy, really? Have you been reading my fucking notes?
Whitestone Andy?
You can read all about Whites and Andy in the Tal'Dorei Reborn guide.
I was fishing for Percy and I didn't get what I wanted. High fantasy.
She did not know fucking Percy.
Just toss that one back in. Take a picture.
Last name Griffith.
Oh
It's canon.
Oh, man. Whistle broke.
Steve Von Musical to roll with Andy.
Oh, Andy.
Okay. All right. So yeah, that's what you do on dates. You go dancing and you eat.
Well, I didn't. Yeah, you go dancing, you eat.
So wait, is the theater a wrong choice? Is that bad?
Asking me, I don't know.
We should take
would be
him.
great.
We should take him for a walk in a graveyard.
Okay.
That actually sounds really pleasant.
Really nice.
Sounds really peaceful.
This is extremely riveting, I must tell you.
Oh my goodness, we're still here.
Can I have
You have not left.
May I have?
There's 2 left.
Oh, excellent. Dorian, do you want one?
Share?
No, do you have your own cookie? You can't have mine.
I'll take it. Well,
I have both.
That's a polite thing to do to share sometimes. Chet.
Worth is really fucking good.
I gave you the bigger one.
Well, thank you.
Well, good luck. Stay safe. Don't take too long. That is dated, so...
Would it be prudent to go in the morning or today? Do you think?
With a little convincing, tomorrow should be fine, but the sooner the better, rightly.
All right. Thank you. I mean, we could go right now.
It's true. Is it weird that it's after hours?
Oh, you mean go up to the tower again?
We could. We've got an hour and a
Seems
half
more
before the
important
date.
than a date with an ogre
Well,
kitchen guy.
Thank you. The cook man was nice, but
I mean, are y'all really truly?
He was very sweet. You didn't spend a lot of time talking to him. The whole time you were back there, we were having a
Are
conversation.
you really? You thinking you might have found your soulmate? All 3 of you in this ogre?
No!
Well, then I just.
and being kind.
can we make it a speed date?
If you're not careful, you just slowly will get banned from every single bar within the towers just because you'll get awkward with a cook in one, you'll get awkward with a bartender in another, you'll to start a fight in another, you will accidentally start making out with somebody's sister. Things get weird. You might as well just take it, deal with it now, go on the fucking date so we can go back there and drink at some point in the near fucking future.
What if we fall head over hooves with him?
What if it's a terrible date? 2 of you have never actually been on one before.
And there's also 3 of you.
Well, that's more to love, I guess.
You want to be very.
Are you gonna fuck this guy?
What are you talking about?
Isn't that what you do on a date?
What the fuck, Grass?
What have you been reading? I just don't want anyone to be led on. He seemed like he had a pure heart, and you don't want to.
It was a very pure, big heart, swollen, turgid.
It's a
turgid.
Thank you for turgid. Wow. There were no expectations placed on this. I think it's just a good time for everybody to get involved.
Honestly, it's highly likely he's going to die from clogged arteries at any moment from the amount of grease that he serves everyone and himself. So,
What time?
Give him some glorious last days.
The day is it?
All right.
It's 25 minutes till sunset.
Sunset.
We've got 25 minutes. Oh, no, wait. 2 hours.
2 hours.
2 hours and 25 minutes.
But it's the end of the. It's maybe the end of the workday.
So now's the time to go visit her. Because she'll be like wanting to get done with everything, and then we can like jump in, and she'll like try to, fine, let's talk really fast, and she might give something away.
All right. Let's go.
So we'll just quickly rattle the information out of her, find this person, wrap it up quick before your date.
Oh, I'm sure we'll be done in time.
Yes, it sounds like such a great, solid plan that will definitely go very smoothly.
So we're going in as business people. We're going to make our way into the moon tower.
Yes.
And talk to someone about Gurge.
Yes.
And we get him?
I think that's still
TBD.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think he's there. Personally, no, I do not think Gurge is going to be in that moon tower. I think Gurge is going to be at a different location. Personally,
Probably.
Maybe.
Probably.
What if he's in like a room?
Those towers definitely have dungeons.
Yeah, or he's in like a room where the ceiling is open, and then they just wait for the moon to come out, and he's like, "Woo!"
that's the moon tower.
Who?
Fern, that's brilliant.
Well, there's a lot more where that came from.
Is that Andy's last name?
Do we know if it's a
Andy Gandalf.
full
Gandalf
moon?
from Whitestone.
Oh yeah.
Would we hear?
Anyone's likely to make a nature check if they'd like to lead that charge.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Nature or survival, your choice.
Can I? Is it okay if I check
Yeah,
as
fine.
well? Cool.
11, okay.
14.
14. Katha is actually has been waning for some time and is kind of off to the western side of the sky. Rudis has been kind of drifting overhead, and it's Rudis' time of year. So not like a full moon in the classic sense.
Is there ever a time that they're both full?
Yeah, Rudis doesn't wax and wane. It just kind of stays this dull red color in the sky, and it moves in a much slower trajectory through Exandria than Katha does. Occasionally, it seems to almost glow or flash in the sky at odd times. And there are many theories, and usually when a nights in which it is seemingly brighter than others, and those that are born beneath it are considered set for lives of ill fate. But
it's covered often though too.
Yeah, like depending on the weather, it's whether or not you can see it or not.
All right, let's try it. We're going up. And who's going in? All of us?
Should we get briefcases?
Oh, have we left his presence yet?
I assume you guys have begun trekking towards your next destination, wherever that might
Okay,
be.
I'm just gonna send a mess. I'm just gonna talk to him.
All right.
Is this letter for all of us or just a couple of us?
This was to give all of you entry, I understood.
Thank you. That's all I needed to know. I'm sorry to disturb you.
It is fine, I am used to it now.
Okay, so you are heading to the
Same place.
Mirror Towers? Okay. Okay. Returning to the upper regions of the spire, you come to the familiar courtyard that previously you could not quite enter. The same guards are posted.
Good news.
Yes. Takes it, pulls out a small blade and cuts the seal, but looks at the seal for a second.
Just a moment, I need to confirm legitimacy.
He steps through the gate, and you see it kind of vanish in the courtyard. An awkward 5 minutes passes. The other guard just kind of looks at you all, kind of spear to the side.
Hi.
How's your night going?
Okay.
Cool.
Do you like working here?
Does it pay well?
What are the hours?
Long.
Do you get bathroom breaks?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen some shit? Some shit go down?
Maybe.
You get along with the other guy?
Okay.
Is the fence to keep people in or keep people out?
Both.
Ever punch someone in the face?
Once.
Whoa. Cool.
Do you have your own armor, or is there just like a locker full of them? They kind of fit everybody.
That.
If.
Would you like a wooden coin?
Sure.
Produce a small copper-looking wooden coin.
Thanks. It's at that point that the the Dragonborn guard returns.
So proud of everything that just
You
happened.
have been cleared to enter.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much.
gate opens, and you enter the courtyard.
If he flips
That was it. Gosh, can you imagine? We would have gone through all this effort. We would have snuck in. We would have come up with some stupid thing when all we had to do was go to Lord Estra.
At about this time, the sun has entirely set,
Thank you so much.
and a gentle mist begins to slowly gather across elements of the spire, even reaching this high, which you begin to notice as the storm that you saw in the distance begins to close in. The gray sky shows that rain may be imminent any minute now, but for the time being, the change in weather, the change in temperature has caused the fog to rise higher than it normally does, and even this high up in the spire, there's a faint mist that's beginning to fill the space. But here you are now in this kind of torch-lit interior of the courtyard. You can see various small stone pillars that carry sconces that burn and give this kind of beautiful, gentle flickering throughout the various regions of cultivated garden and bush. You can see the archway you step through, and there is a central portion of the courtyard where there are a number of benches around, and there is a series of set marble that kind of gives a kind of a star-like spiral out in the center, and paths split off and separate, heading to the various towers around. You can see the arches, even in this space, have symbols upon them. You can see one that resembles the sun going in the direction of the first tower that you saw. You can see one that resembles a simple 4 stars that goes off to the one to the far left. You can see off to the right. There is one towards the front that has just a clear space with a water-like pattern of waves pushing through. And there is one that has a crescent katha set upon it that heads to the far back right.
I think that's the way we go.
Okay.
As we're walking, I'm just going to slowly press a digitation everyone to make us as clean as possible.
Fair enough. You do pass one individual you can see is leaving the Moon Tower, an older man, looks to be elven in appearance. His hair it would be thinning if not for the elven blood, but it is pulled tight against his head and kind of slicked back to the middle of his back with tendrils that rest in front of his ears and just kind of drift to the center of his chest. He is wearing fine kind of yellow gold robes and is currently holding what looks to be a small stack of tomes under one arm, and just kind of scoots past and gives a nod. And he continues on to the courtyard. You continue onward to the Moon Tower, and there you see, as you approach it, it is a beautiful central tower that rises probably 6-7 stories. It is a thick tower like the others, and still ends into an almost teardrop point at the top, where you can see a gem of some kind is refracting a little bit of distant Katha moonlight that is beginning to push through the gathering clouds before the rain for the evening takes it entirely. At the base of it, you can see it widens out into a series of structures, a small compound that rests around the base of the tower, and a small rise of about 7 or 8 steps leads to the open entryway, where you can see a warm light from the inside. Stepping up into that space, small droplets begin to fall from above, and you sense a very faint bit of rain beginning to fall upon the city. Now, you all quickly step within the interior. Within the Moon Tower, you can see there is a young assistant of kind of dark bluish purple gray skin, elven, dark elf in particular, looks maybe in his late teens, early 20s, very young to a visual perspective, who is wearing these stark white and silver robes. He is currently what looks to be taking a number of leather-bound books and setting them upon these dozens of locked shelves around the interior of the chamber. You can see each of these books has a chain that is affixed to the front where there is a loop on the binding, and they are locked within these spaces, and they are labeled though a bit far from where your eyes can see. And as you step in, the sound of rain splashing upon the stonework outside, he kind of stops and looks back. Sorry, I'll be right with you. Places it when it finishes locking it and like almost loses his balance before catching himself. Okay. Closes that shelf and you can see a whole set of bars comes down and locks, and he places a lock in there, sets his keys to the side, steps down from his kind of a shiftable stepping tower, pushes it at the side. Right, can I help you?
Yes. I'm gonna pull out the letter and read it to make sure I know exactly what Lord Estraus said in it.
In not so many words, it breaks down that under the intent and power within the Pradaj Textiles business and the house of Lord Erix Estraus, the bearer of this end is written your name in full, and the 7 companions you see before you are to be granted audience when available within their schedule to specifically Vali, and it breaks down Vali de Tarana and a number of titles thereafter. The business commissioner, the Mirror Towers, liaison between Mahan houses. It just kind of goes in. It's a very, very formal presentation, but it does seem to be thorough. All right. I think he's. Let me check. Excuse me, just a moment.
They knew.
Double checks all the locks on the shelves, and then heads down the hall, and you see to the kind of curve around the right, like beyond what would have been the tower base, and further into where the base compound is to the back of the tower and to the right, and then vanishes around the corner.
Assassinate. No.
I'm gonna run my fingers along some of the books.
Yeah, I want to see what the books are.
Okay.
We're such thieves.
Interestingly enough, they are numbered, but there are no titles. Fern, I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Electric fence.
Why?
Okay. Oh, that's Is this a magical effect?
It would be considered, yes.
I have advantage on that.
Okay.
Come on now.
Roll again?
Yeah.
That was not good. That's not any better.
Oh.
6.
6. Okay.
We're rolling ass
You
tonight.
take 7 points of lightning damage, and you are blinded. All of a sudden, your vision goes to white as your body shudders at the burst of arcane electrical energy, and you all watch as Fern's hair just stands out on end for a moment and just kind of stays there as she pulls away, eyes wide.
Oh, do not touch those books.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. It's like when you put your finger in a socket.
Nope.
You're like,
No idea.
Yeah.
Why are your eyes doing that thing?
what's wrong? What are they doing?
They're just pointing all over.
Come on.
Nope, you're failing.
I'm gonna gently
Oh wow, I can't.
grab her and like move her away from the books. I'd also like to pickpocket her really
Okay, go ahead. Make a sleight of hand check.
Her senses are heightened.
quickly. I feel like with advantage. No, it's okay. But like,
No, given the circumstances, it would be with advantage against. Yeah, go for it.
Oh my god.
And you roll perception with disadvantage because
do that again.
It ain't happening.
Perception, you said?
yes, with disadvantage.
Okay. Okay, 15.
20.
Okay.
Boy, this is
I was going for an interesting object, not money.
Let me see what I have.
What would be an interesting object that you would think would be likely pilfered in your current state?
Pulling out the
Stand
old
by.
notebook.
Yeah.
We're stealing from each other.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well,
Missed.
I know exactly what I think you should grab is my very important chamber pot that I got from Tucker.
How big is it?
It's like a soup bowl.
Actually, like how many like random objects do you have on you right now?
So many. I'm
So if I
just
roll-
riddled with them.
Tell you what, I'm gonna roll a d6
Okay.
and just
In all the clothing.
Oh,
we'll go down the list and whatever number of the first 6.
Yes.
It's only fair. Ready?
Let's do it.
3.
That's literally the chamber pot.
Verifying handpicking.
It's a nice portable chamber pot. It's about that big. It
And
has.
there's a flower in it from Orem.
It has a flower in
It's
it.
like a, yeah.
Keep it
Just sitting in the dried piss
Keep it
at the
fresh.
bottom.
All right.
It has a little rope around the lip of it that she has to fix to her side, so it kind of just dangles
All
as she
right.
walks.
It's dangling around mine now.
There you go. Your vision does begin to slowly return, just as the young dark elf returns.
Terribly sorry. I think he's indisposed. He's not coming to the door of his office, so he's probably busy.
Oh.
Come back tomorrow, maybe.
Is he all right? Are you sure? Or is he like taking a nap? Or
It is
I mean, we're
long
here right
meetings.
now.
I understand, but he's indisposed. My apologies.
But you just went up to see him, right?
Well, I knocked on the door. He's not currently answering, but he's probably in a meeting.
What if he's dead?
I mean, I'm sure he's
don't
okay.
think he's dead.
How would you?
You were gone and back so quick. You must be right nearby.
I'm a little worried.
Yeah, me too. Should we go check on him?
I mean,
I've
Yeah,
got this.
are
I've
you
got this.
sure?
I'll go check again.
I'm gonna kind of press a little bit up to him a little bit. And just sort of walk toward that space.
Just give me a moment. I'm going to go check. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just so nervous.
Yeah, this is
No, it's
just
fine. It's fine.
very
And he kind of fumbles and
stressful.
like pulls at his keychain and wanders back down the hall and to the right.
I'm so stressed.
I think we should follow this gentleman.
Let me know if you want to.
We'll just come with you to just make sure.
He's already like down the hall and left around the corner.
Just like slowly walk down the hallway, like.
If we can
just-
get sight of him. Yeah.
Yeah.
You do hear echoing from the hall like,
What did you say?
hello?
I can only go invisible once a day.
Hello, Master Valley? I don't know. And as you guys all kind of step down the hall and turn the corner, you can see him locking the door behind you. It's like, sorry, I don't know. He is apparently not here, so he might be gone. Might have left for the day. I didn't see him.
Oh.
So, my apologies.
Was that his office or his
That-
bedroom?
This is his office.
Oh, that would make sense. I don't know why I got-
But I think I might have gone.
Oh, all
My
right.
apologies.
That's strange. And you didn't see him go?
I didn't, but I've been busy. You know, it's possible.
Yeah.
Just went around. Tell you about tomorrow.
Yeah, of course. Do you know, does he live close by?
I don't know. Never asked.
Oh, really? What time does he normally come in the morning?
Well, normally, it comes in. I haven't paid much attention. A lot of people come in in the morning.
As he's
I've seen him.
as he's distracted with these questions, I'm slowly, sort of like just shuffling chutney behind my cape, and I'm gonna pull my little eyelash and that gum out. I'm gonna tink. I'm gonna cast invisibility on him.
Okay. Make is invisibility verbal and somatic
It is. Yeah.
material?
Maybe not.
I would like you to make a
No,
sleight of
they're
hand.
not.
You make a sleight of hand check.
I am very good.
Okay.
Good,
You got this. You got
very
this.
good. That would be a 24.
Carefully muttering under your breath and motioning and gesturing just out of the periphery sight of this individual, you sense the arcane energy leave your fingers, and Chetney, you vanish from sight.
Go get him.
I'll actually say, since we're here, I actually have some questions. Has any of these books actually ever escaped? I mean, you really got them locked up there. Like, do they leave?
Like on their own?
Well, I mean, that's a lot, clearly.
We saw furniture come to life just recently.
It's been a thing. It's actually a thing.
Yeah.
While they're talking, I just start going.
Roll a stealth check with advantage.
Come on. Whoa.
That's not possible. Oh, okay. Jesus Christ. I saw a 1 and a 1, but that's an old dice. It's a 1 and a 16. So 20. Dirty 20.
Okay.
Christ. I was like, that can't happen.
You gingerly move around and seemingly unnoticed are to the exterior of the door.
Exterior.
And he just finished locking the door behind him before you, right as
The
you guys
distance
arrived.
from his like desk and book area to the hallway and the door is.
Oh, a good maybe 70 or more feet.
I'm
80
going
feet.
to. Well, let me look around. What is there anything else down the hallway, or is this the end of the hallway?
You're right behind. He's still kind of in the hall, but he's starting to usher the rest of you back.
We'll
It's
start
like,
walking him.
Right. Okay. Furniture. Wait, I heard something about that happened.
You did?
That was us.
Well, you were there for that.
Oh, yeah, we're the
we
one.
ended up taking care of it.
This whole city is going to shit.
Have you ever heard of anything like that happening before?
Go for it. Go ahead and roll.
Come on.
I mean, I know about. There's all manner of enchanted and animated items, but they're not
What's
running
your
wild
idea?
in the city.
Kidding me?
What's your idea of a good date, by the way?
I don't know, like maybe like going a little ride to the airy. I don't know.
Oh, I like it.
21.
21. The lock is a bit too complicated for you at the moment.
No!
Yep.
She got some guidance.
It's a
Guide an invisible weirdo?
it's a tough entry on that one.
That's fair. But I'm not going to be thwarted. Is it just this desk in the hallway? Is there another way? Do I see stairs anyway? Other doors? Anything that leads up?
I mean, there is a staircase in the central area where his desk is, and then that kind of spirals upward to the actual tower
Nothing
itself.
that's behind him besides this.
This
area.
office does feel like this is on the outside of the compound, so it's like it is the furthest portion of this base area around the tower.
It's like a lobby.
Right. So the office of Volley is like against the outside of the building.
Got it.
So like none of these books could have made this happen. Then like this is not like some sort of weird magic collection.
I
It could be
don't
like,
know. I mean,
you lock these books up and you don't know what's in them, or
no, it's not my job to know what's in them. I'm just told to lock them up.
You don't take a little peek.
Imogen.
No.
How's he doing?
no, I mean clearly. I'm like,
I appreciate your coming by. I really do. Come back tomorrow, and maybe we'll be back in then, and we can go ahead and get this sorted. And hands the paperwork back to you.
will you be working this tomorrow morning, or will it be somebody else?
Tomorrow, likely
Chutney
I'm off for the next 2 days. I'm at the end of
good for you.
shifts. So,
Have you made it into the office?
No, just dirty lock. I tried. It's not working.
As he's ushering us out, I'm going to touch the books.
you're gonna touch the
I'm gonna touch the book.
Well, the books are behind like a
the cage.
bar. Okay, make a Constitution check.
12, I don't know. 16, actually.
16. Okay. You take 4 points of lightning damage.
Take one.
And are not blinded.
I'm going to just spaz out and go,
No, you're not supposed to stop that! Not to jump! Oh God! Please don't! I'm sorry!
I don't know what happened. He sometimes things happen. Okay,
Don't
hold
touch
on,
this!
I'll check.
None of you touch it! It's
No.
specifically designed not to be touched.
What happened?
Okay, but I got you. Hold on.
And you can see other out the way. There are some of the other patrol wardens are starting to like hearing this noise, and you can hear what's going on? And like distance, they'll be here shortly.
It's all right. It's all right.
our friend.
It's very expensive.
I did not. What?
It's all right. This sometimes they get buggy. It's all right.
He just needs a tune-up.
We're literally just playing with. Okay,
Chetney, what are you doing?
I'll try one more before we just
Come on,
call it off.
Oh boy!
my God.
You're
You're
gonna need
gonna
to roll
do
super high on
magic,
this.
It's a 26, but I don't know if that's enough. I think that might have been before.
Yeah, they like 25 was the threshold. The first roll. This
Figures.
brought it up higher. Sorry.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Just come back. We can try again in the morning.
I'm a failure.
No, you're
I add
not.
nothing to the team.
Chetney, nobody else can be. Well, I guess somebody else could be invisible. I guess Dorian could do that to anyone now. You know, no one else can. Chetney, just get back here.
I was enjoying the pep talk, though.
The wardens approach and be like, what's going on in here?
Oh.
This automaton touched the side of the box and went a bit haywire. Are we all right? Are we all right?
I cannot feel anything anymore. I am entering malfunction mode.
This is my fault. I'm gonna take. I gotta take him home and do a thing. It's okay. It's not nothing you did. Nothing you did. We're just come on. We're getting help it up.
The Apple computer boot noise.
Do it. I want to hear it.
I don't know. Boom.
Yeah. We're old.
You're old.
Come on.
All right, we're leaving.
Yeah.
You don't know what time we should head back here in the morning.
I wouldn't go any later till like, any earlier than 9 probably.
You know, is it possible to leave a note, like slide it under the door or something, so that he knows what to expect?
Maybe we could probably do that. And the wardens, and they wander off and continue their walk throughout the grounds.
Please, it's the least you could do.
I am her.
I can leave a note. Yeah, just give it to me. I'll
yeah.
and then please,
Super appreciate.
Yeah.
That's
I
really
need to
cool.
close soon,
Do
so
you have a piece of paper? I can
get that for you. And he wanders off and goes in the desk and starts getting a piece of paper out.
But how do you touch the books? How is that a thing?
That
20% less.
he turns to you like, well,
Running into the
that is information I should not be sharing. That's part of my job.
That whole letter.
I tug on Dorian's cape.
Okay. Here's the letter. There you go.
All right, I'll make sure it's left in the office. So sorry. Sorry about your friend.
You have destroyed me.
Oh, God.
You know, maybe you shouldn't just slide it under the door because now I'm worried that he's going to come in and he's not even going to see it's under the door. Can you leave it on his desk or something? I'm just freaking out.
All right.
Chetney, follow him.
I picked up on it. That was
We're gonna go.
But nevertheless, get out. And he kind of ushers the rest of you out.
Thank you. Have a shiny day.
Closes the doors behind you.
I'm still inside.
Still inside. Looks at the sheet. For the love of God. Why did this day get so weird? And he starts walking down the hall. Make a stealth check with advantage.
Come on. Get in that room.
We're doing good. 17.
17.
That's not great.
Okay. Continues walking down the path, pulls out the key ring, finds the right key, turns to the right, heads down the hall, comes to the door, opens up inside. It's shady inside, but it looks like there is a blue orb that kind of just sits above a small pillar, kind of floating about an inch above it, that just kind of gives this dull blue glow throughout the interior of this office. Stepping inside, you can see there is a large, dark wooden desk. You can see there are shelves. There is kind of a liquor cabinet off to the side. There's a bunch of papers and stuff on the main desk area. There is a large stained glass window that looks out into the courtyard. But the figure, young Darkoff, goes over and sets the paper on the desk and goes, and then leaves the room, closes behind, and locks it. And you are now locked within the office. What are you going to do?
I count to 10. I don't even breathe. I say to Imogen, I'm in.
Great. What do you see? What are you doing?
There's a big blue ball, a stained glass window, these enormous bookcases. I'm afraid to move.
Is there a door in there anywhere? Can you get
Is there a door anywhere?
outside of the one that?
You can make a perception and investigation check, up to you, to look within the darkly lit room. Do you have dark vision?
I do. 60 feet.
Okay, yeah.
22.
22.
Okay.
Okay. So first, the stained glass window that overlooks the outside, you can see it kind of creates a colorful rose represented in like rainbow tapestry of panes that kind of gives the symbol there. Some are larger, some are smaller, and just beyond it you can see some of the distant lights in the courtyard. Looking around the sizable office, the decor is mildly gaudy. You can see there are paintings of little quaint cottages at golden hour.
Oh boy.
Kincaids.
Yeah, just filled with Kincaids.
Hey, those are fun puzzles.
Fuck this
though.
guy.
Burn it down. His name is Kincade, and he's the painter of suns. You can see tapestries of odd, blocky patterns and clashing colors throughout the room. Definitely a lot of money put in this. There is a heavy Vermalock bookcase that sits against the wall behind the large slab of the wooden desk there that you see, that with multitudes of intricate drawers that are visible on the chair side of it.
Vermalock.
Yeah, Vermalock is actually pretty rare, and you recognize it immediately.
Yeah.
Deep purple coloration.
So glad I can't hear this in my head.
Wood porn.
Hashtag horny for wood. Yeah.
Please let me be alone in here. In fact, I'll close my eyes and just use my senses. Do I hear or smell or feel anything that might be off? Something that could be illusory or arcane in nature. Not what it seems. Just another physical presence in the room or something that is hidden.
Nothing to that. Well, what'd you roll for investigation before? It was
22.
22. 21. Now, I will say within the sense there,
23.
well, glancing around the space in here, first off, you do see there are just numerous blank paper like kind of stacked on the desk. There is a large, what looks to be like a trader or trade route map of the Odiran Wilds kind of spread across one half of the desk. That's trade routes marked and all the paths of the actual jungle around. You can see there are, once again, like all the drawers that you can see, there are locks on the drawers, and there's like 3 on each side to a total of 6. And after your previous experience in the day, you glance back at the bookcase on the wall behind you. You're like, these fucking bookcases. And you kind of head over to it and look at where it meets the wall. And you sense the faintest of noise from behind the bookcase.
You're shitting me. Oh, baby. Okay. I look at the blue orb. Make a little move. Anything? Reaction? Flare up?
Nothing.
Fuck yeah, I'm free. All right. I'm gonna go up and look at the trade map. I'm gonna scroll that piece of shit up, scroll that away.
Okay. That's hot.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Gold sugar trail.
Fucking brilliant.
That's
Gurge is here.
fucking brilliant.
That's fucking hot.
Oh my god, yeah.
Okay. Whew. The locked drawers are very tempting, but I've learned that door. I don't need anyone else for this. I'm gonna put my back up against the. Is it a bookcase or is it another fucking like tea cart?
No, this is an actual bookcase.
God damn it! I'm not afraid. Wait. I'm gonna look at either sides of the bookcase to see if there are any sorts of traps or wires or anything that might.
Make an investigation check.
Okay. 16.
16. You don't sense any traps, but you do get the sense this bookcase is on a mechanism. But one you do not see the presence of around the bookcase.
I go over to the desk. I've made these kind of things before. I look under the desk for a button or a switch. Where is it, you fuck?
You look underneath the desk, and it looks to be just smooth wood underneath where the chair is set.
God damn it. From my vantage point, can I look under other things for some sort of a switch that only someone under 4 feet would see?
Nothing in that space.
Shit.
There's just the drawers.
I know it's here somewhere. Are there candlestick holders?
No, there's just the orb in the center of the room that's giving the single source of light beyond the faint bit of light that's coming through. Actually, no, at this point, any sort of external light has been covered in the rainy sky. So other than the distant torchlight, there's not much making it in from the outside.
Is there a drawer with a lock that has more wear on the outside of the lock than the others?
Make an investigation check for me.
23.
23. On the left-hand top side, you can see where the keyhole is. There was much more wear on the wood surrounding where the metal entry point is.
Let's go to work on that one.
Go ahead and roll for me, please.
Come on, old man.
Yeah, much better. 24.
24. Messing with it there. The drawer opens up slightly.
As it opens up slightly, I look.
Glancing inside, you can see there is a small iron chest about that large, like a small, almost like a scroll case, but it is chest in its design with a flip top that is kind of immediately visible there, and it looks to be a small, like leather-bound book about that big.
So it's a iron chest that's open, or a
It's closed currently.
Okay. I open it.
Okay, go ahead and open it. On the inside, you see 100 platinum pieces.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
And for that one there.
We're going to Dalen's closet.
From there, there's also let's say 6 gold pieces. And that's all that's within that one, yes.
Fuck. And there's a book, too?
There's a book.
It's a small leather-bound book, yeah, about that big.
And I'll do just do I see anything on the first couple of pages before I thumb it?
There's only, looks to be 20 pages in there. Only the first 2 are filled with any sort of text and writing. A lot of them seem to be shorthand notes. Roll an intelligence check for me.
Okay. Man, I don't remember the last time I rolled a fucking intelligence check. 17.
That's good.
Yeah.
17's pretty damn good.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
We're all very fair enough. The shorthand breaks into elements like pay made, order, dream set. The next one, and all the other ones are talking about different connections to unions. Other one is talking about times that are set. It doesn't quite make up the details. And the another one that catches your eye says, requested by Nightmare King.
Whoa!
Yeah. Let's make that one big.
Whoa.
Comma, bring alive.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
Bring them. Oh.
Does that?
Oh, no.
Nightmare King.
What's
Sounds
up?
fine.
Yeah, that sounds. Yeah.
Everything's okay.
That's on the top. Of the 6 drawers, one is unlocked.
King.
Are they all equal size, or is it that thing where the top ones are kind of smaller and the bottom ones are hefty?
Actually, on this one, the top ones are larger and the bottom ones are thinner.
Okay, I'll go to the top right one and see if... Actually, I'll run back to the door and put my ear. Any sound?
Nothing from the orb, no.
I'll go back and try the
Shouldn't
upper...
you?
What?
We're gonna lose connection soon.
What do you mean? There's a time limit on this?
There's a time limit on this.
How much
you
longer?
doing? Like a minute.
I found a bunch of money in a trade route map.
You don't have to yell. I can hear you.
Oh, in a trade route map. There's a door behind the bookcase.
Oh, another one?
Yeah, but a real bookcase, and there's like a mechanism. I'm trying to find it, but it wasn't under the desk.
Maybe it's in one of the drawers of the desk.
Let me look. And I'll try the upper right hand.
Upper right hand? Go ahead and roll and see if you can unlock it.
Come on. Yeah, 27.
Oh, shit. You killer. Thank God
Okay.
Travis is rolling good.
Sometimes.
I know.
So you go ahead and hit the lock on the top right. It opens up a bit. You see there is a heavy velvet sack that is currently taut and tied, and
Crown Royal.
that's all you see in there. Yeah.
Ball of Crown Royal.
Heavy velvet sash. Without opening it, can I feel the contents? Does anything feel like a key or anything?
No keys, but certainly a lot of coin.
Oh, shit. Okay. How much time do we have left? I don't want to get stuck in here.
Like a minute. I don't know. Not long. Like check the inside of the drawers. Could there be like
There's
a
6
button or
drawers. I
something?
unlocked 2.
Yeah, but have you like touched all the inside of the drawers that you've unlocked?
Oh,
Look for
no.
a mechanism within them.
I'll stick my hand in and reach around.
On the one on the right?
Yeah.
You stick it in, you hit something, and you hear behind you.
Oh my god! Yes!
Oh my god. I owe you my body when I get out. Okay. So I'll turn around.
You turn around and you can see
You're pretty.
where the bookcase was. There is an open area carved a little bit smaller than the size of the bookcase, and there is just a darkened staircase that descends.
You can't go alone.
You
What are
bet
we
your
doing?
ass. We came for one thing and one thing only. Beast man, I'm going in.
You go in.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a stealth check.
Alone?
God. Well, I mean, how the fuck
Did
we
you
gonna
take
get back
all?
here?
Did you take all the money?
Yeah, I got all the money.
Okay.
Should I not? Last 20 seconds.
If you'd like to make a call.
Please hang
I mean, I really want to come back, but how the fuck are we going to do this?
No, man, you do.
I'm going. I'm going.
Okay, roll a stealth check for me,
God
please.
damn
So
it.
excited for your next
Does he get
character.
advantage?
I
He's
hate
invisible?
this.
As invisible, he gets advantage on stealth, yes.
Oh, I do get advantage on something? Okay.
Because you're invisible, yeah.
Ooh. 16. It's not great. It's not terrible.
Advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, the other one was a 1. So.
The other one was bad.
As you begin heading down the stairs, you hear voices. One that, as you pick up the conversation, says, "Our patron is pushing for legislation in the coming weeks, so whatever you plot must be quickened." Another voice follows up. "Your dullard mind fails to grasp the beautiful pattern I've already constructed across the city. Ira, I'm serious. Let us get this over with, so that I might never deal with your cruel arrogance again. Then bring me some riffraff from the steppes. People no one would miss. And maybe a Mahan child just to spice things up. This next wave will. I will most certainly not bring you a child, you freak. I endure only a short time longer. Finish your work and be gone from my life. Of course. Once my work is done, I shall leave." Footsteps begin to approach you.
I back up. I go to the inside of the drawer and I click the button.
You go and click the button. It's not closing.
Okay, I shut the doors and I try and open the door and get out of the office.
The door is locked.
There's no inside thing.
Not that you see,
Oh
no.
God! I'm trying to do the lockpick.
Go ahead and roll for lockpicking.
Oh God!
Come on.
Jetney!
Now I'm going to ask you this again. What's giving you? Are you rolling 2 d20s?
Yes.
New
Because
This character has to be even older.
no, not on this one.
On this one, I roll 1.
That's a 16.
Door's not budging.
I shut the drawers and I run across the office and I just put myself in the corner.
Are you still invisible?
I am, but I make myself small and tiny in the corner.
Okay. Stepping into the room, you see what looks to be a elven, half-elven man, light blonde hair, kind of coiffed in the front a bit. These like sideburns that come to a point. He's wearing some nice clothing, and he steps in. Goes ahead and reaches behind one of the nearby portraits you see hanging next to it, and presses something in the bookcase. shifts back into place.
Cool.
Pulls the chair back and sits. Steps up, and one of the ornaments you see on the wall, which is this sheathed saber, pulls free and begins walking through the room. Looks out the window. Looks underneath a small futon. Slashes. Where are you?
On the corner of, like, if you come in the door and the bookshelf's on the right, I'm in the far corner, opposite of where the desk is.
Okay. Slowly begins to make his way through the room, swashing, cutting through the air.
Oh, God.
But you're very short, so maybe he's cutting above you.
Oh, man smell.
Old Spice.
Smells like menthol.
Slowly creeping closer to where you're currently resting. About 5 feet away. 3 feet. Right next to you.
I run. I run up, I jump on whatever bed or shelf is next to the window, and I'm going through that motherfucker.
Through the window? Yes.
I don't know what's on the other side.
The stained glass shatters as you fall and tumble poof, poof, out into the rain below. The rain's pouring on you, on your face. You always go, what the? Rushes up, blade ready. You can see the elven man standing there looking out about.
I take the tomato from the kitchen, I toss it.
Towards him?
Yeah.
Okay, roll an attack.
No, not an attack. I'm just tossing a tomato
Tossing a
at him.
tomato? Okay. Just in the direction?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
As you rush off into the rainy evening in the courtyard, eyes peeled for your friends, the rest of you looking at each other panicked as the last conversation you had with Chetney. He seemed to be lost within the office until you hear the shattering of glass in the distance and the shouting of voices. As you glance over into the now harder falling rain. We'll pick up there next week.
Epic!
What a caper!
What a caper!
Let's go!
Oh!
You got all the good shit on you, too.
That's got to be a record for the show. We did 3 clusterfuck break-ins.
No joke! That was insane!
My fucking wrists are throbbing.
Did you get in your steps?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Just from this
You've
game?
achieved your goal.
Oh, my God.
Oh my god, I can feel the heartbeat in my eyes.
Alrighty. Hey.
You did it all.
Way to go!
So much money. I wonder
Not
how much
over
is
yet!
that?
Yeah, he has it all.
It's not over. It's like
Not over yet! Oh, shit. We'll pick up there next week. Welcome to the new year.
yeah, 2022!
Hey.
Oh boy. Legend
Thank
Box
you.
Machina, January 28th.
That's right, yes! Soon!
Mere days away.
Oh my goodness. Thank you all so much for joining us for this chaos. We love you very much. And is it Thursday yet?
Yay!
Good night.